Ever since I put my hands on the first axis buck antler, I wanted to shoot one bad. Hold on, here we go. Call. We're prepared for another all-day sit. We were here 2 days ago. We made it 13 hours. All right, this happened fast. We just went from a very long car ride, almost 7 hours, to get out to West Texas. I mean, we barely had time to throw our duffel bags in our rooms. And the guys that are running this outfit were like, all right, let's go. These axis deer are hitting the water all times a day. We got your spots set up. Let's go. So I took a couple shots to make sure that I'm feeling good. My arrows are hitting where they're supposed to be hitting. And here we are. We're in a blind, a very well-constructed blind, I might add you. They're using, I think, what's called a hog fence. It's a great idea because you can manipulate it and form it, and you can use the fence. You can put that anywhere and then just weave the native vegetation through it. You can see they also just use some standard, blind material here. But it's, I like it. I feel very well concealed. When we pulled up, I didn't even know where the blind was. I couldn't see it. It's a little bit short for me, so I'm worried that if I sit in a chair that my upper cam might actually hit the roof upon release, which could throw the whole shot off. So I think what I'm going to do is just sit in the chair kind of in the back of the blind, and then when I see critters coming in, I'm just going to ease down onto my knees, and that puts me low enough that it gives me more clearance above, and I shouldn't hit anything. So one thing I don't want to do at all anymore in my archery career is make poor shots and then go out to track down animals. I want to kill them dead. Sitting here in a live oak motte, which is just awesome cover. And I don't get to do it much, but down in the hill country, there's a bunch of them. I feel like I've never had a better chance in my life to shoot an axis deer. So we've been several times over the years, never gotten one. So even hunting bait and that kind of thing, people think it's just a guarantee, and it's not. These things are wily, they're jumpy. They jump the string when you shoot at them. They smell you. It's a tough animal to hunt, but I'm really excited to be here. Janis is hunting water tonight, I think, and KC's hunting a ground blind. We're up in the air in these tripods. It's really cool. And there's another 8 does or so up here closer. So. that second one. Oh. Is it a big one? Question is he a shooter? I don't mean either. He doesn't have like big mega balls at the end like they were talking about. Looks like he's starting to peel a little bit on his brow tines. Our whitetail acted real skittish around that alfalfa. They'd get downwind of it and just were getting low and high and kind of going to it and back, jumping back, and never went to eat it. But they were smelling it for quite a while.
What about those bucks y'all saw?
The little one came back, like what, 5 minutes later, Greg?
Yeah.
After they both walked off, and he came back, took a couple bites, got some more water, and then ran off.
Y'all had an access buck in range.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's nice. That's right, man. We got to incrementally just keep on keeping on.
I don't remember how I was telling you I was going to just shoot the very first axis buck that I saw. Went back on my own word.
Come on, man. So is he a young buck or not grown out?
Well, that's why I didn't shoot him, because I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
First one I've ever seen, you know? I don't think it was quite, it wasn't that big.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that his main beams were just above his, what'd you call those?
Coddles.
Coddles.
Yeah.
Like they were just a little bit longer than his coddles. Man, it's a long ways from where we were hunting, but
Straight down here.
and they were headed that way.
Yeah, we're gonna just go get up in there. I just want to check this out.
So this morning we're doing some spotting and stalking. We're in a place called Estrella. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
And it's
Star in Spanish.
star in Spanish, which means the reason it's called that is because we have these fence lines that all start right here and head a certain direction. There's like 5 different ways to look, so it's pretty cool to glass these things. We got a big herd of axis over here, and this direction is where we had that encounter with that buck last night, about, I don't know, about a mile nearly that way. And so we're kind of hoping that he filters back in from the south. And there's a bowl, if you look on Onyx, there's a bowl with some pretty like big cedars and stuff in it. And I imagine there's some shade in there that they've been bedding in there. We've been hearing that buck bedded in that area. The problem is it's a buck with like 35 does or something. So he's gonna be hard to get in on. So we thought, Bryce thought, well, we should start here and try to find a buck that's maybe vocal, but not with so many does. Like that wind's kind of eased up a little bit. There's a lot of fresh rubs on this line of cedars and mesquites right here. So we know there's a hardwood buck around. And now we're getting into some boots that are real soft, like within a couple hours, maybe even less. Out here in this arid country, This stuff dries out quick, so you have to always kind of take it with a grain of salt. But this is still green and real soft, which means there's access within the general vicinity. And I think it's a herd because there's quite a bit of it up and down there. That sounded good enough that he wasn't worried about it. That's kind of cool. Sick. I can't believe I called him in. Last time we heard that bull, he was right here, like 100 yards or less. We just saw some turkeys go across. Brightest things we might have seen. He might have seen a deer walking. When they line out like that, he said they get quiet, so kind of working back around into the shade and thick cover to listen, but they're close, I think. Worried about wind. low, wasn't it? Dadgummit.
Did it hit him though?
I don't know.
I think it did.
I think it might have hit that limb in front of it.
I think it hit him.
Do you think?
I think it hit him.
I think it hit a limb or something.
Really?
Dude, I feel like it hit that limb. There's a limb I just now I'm seeing. Oh, it was going good, dude. Good job on the call. Oh my goodness.
I don't know, man. For whatever reason, I thought
It either hit him or
off of him.
it hit the limb or it hit him because I saw it turn sideways.
I think it hit him, dude. I don't know for sure.
Good job, dude. You did everything, man. You made it happen, dude.
I don't know. I guess I couldn't really see him. That cedar from where I was at right here covered him up. So it looked like to me, I kind of lost your arrow right when
It was. I'm telling you, it was.
You
fixing
hit
to
that
hit him.
limb up above him.
That limb was like 5 yards in front of him. You see it?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's the one I hit.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. I'm telling you, it was going right in,
Dude,
in the money,
it looked
dude.
perfect.
I was like, when I first put it on, I was like, I'm not shooting this if I'm moving this much, and it just locked in. And I was like, and it looked good the whole way until it got to that limb, dude. That was cool.
One little stinking limb.
Dude, I'm telling you. Back at camp, we began to converse about the vocalizations we'd been hearing, hoping to learn something that could give us the edge.
It's kind of like a bull elk, you know. You can just tell a young one from an old one, and if they just do it once or twice, and it's got more of a growl to it, like they've been smoking cigarettes all day, that's the one you want to go.
Well, that makes sense because we were hearing that 1-3 note further off, and then right where I was hearing all them does and stuff, we just every once in a while we'd hear, "Woo," you know, like just one. And I thought maybe it's the inverse. I thought maybe a youngin would just do the single, but it's the opposite of that.
It's the opposite. Those young ones, and their cadence is a little quicker too. There's less time in between them. Those older bucks, they're just lazy sounding.
also, I believe there's a squirrel in that tree right out there. And he keeps spooking deer, because that's when they get weird, when they get to cut that tree. I don't know for sure, but I am hopeful, because they want to drink that water. And they just went right out there to that cedar tree and kind of hung out again for a while. They didn't spook and run off like out of the country. So I feel like there's a real good chance we see those deer again. Man, I would love to have an opportunity to draw my bow back on that buck. I see a black buck. A one-horn buck. And a doe. That's cool. That black buck may come tree. It's right next to the whitetails.
Finally, the axis deer begin to calm down and make their way back out to the water hole.
Boy, they start pouring out about 6:50, and I'm like, oh, here it goes. And I'm glassing, you know, it's dark, but it's not super dark. We have a line of axes coming, and then they all kind of whip their heads around. I'm like, what's going on? And Michael can see better than I can. There's a donkey over there, and sure enough, that donkey came in there and watered right there at the pool.
He wanted to right at dark on us the other night too.
And the axis didn't like it when he did that.
Really?
And then they started barking at him. And then
The
he got mad about him barking. So he walks up out of the pond and looks at him. Does the antelope stare for about 5 minutes. And then they bark more, and he just takes off walking right at him and runs them off.
But you never
You're
saw
kidding.
a buck.
Never saw a buck, but there were still axes coming out of the cedars.
You go with the light. We're prepared for another all-day sit. We were here 2 days ago. We made it 13 hours. I'm prepared to do it again today. My butt is not. My butt's already complaining. see doves, woodpeckers, turkeys gobbling like crazy in February. And then we've had axes all over the hill to us, to the west and to the north. And right now we're just sitting here listening to this herd that's like 200 or 300 yards over the hill, hoping that they'll come in. We have good cloud cover. And it's like one of those mornings that the morning kind of holds on for a while, you know, with the haze. That buck that came in earlier, man, he was beautiful. Never really gave me a shot. He stood there at 56 for forever. That's just too far on one of these axes, especially as cautious as he was acting. So I don't know if they're all going to be that way, but if so, they might be pretty dadgum difficult to kill. Maybe one of these big dogs will just roll in here like he's the boss and not be so just worried all the time. They're getting with it over there. bow hunting makes you pump your fist. It's 1:30. So, been sitting here since 6 a.m., so 7.5 hours. I offered the spot to both Tyler and Casey, and they're like, no, you gotta do it because you're the only guy that can sit. And Greg can sit all day. And like 1:30, this is the moment. Because we were just talking how like, oh, they're probably not gonna come in until like 4:30, 4:45, like they did the other night. But I said, man, but I'm not confident enough in that I'm gonna leave at noon and then come back at 2 or 3. And had we done that, that would not have happened. This is low fence. They have a lot of access on this property, but like the outfitters were just saying last night, this is the hardest they've worked to kill axis deer. And it's been a tough hunt. Like, we've been working our tails off, putting a lot of time in the field. And if they're not rutting, you know, just like an elk, they're hard to find when they're not vocal. But I don't know. I need to go over there and check out my axis buck right now. Right now. What a beautiful animal. Just gorgeous, spots all over him, beautiful red color. It's the first time I've ever killed an animal in velvet, I think, too. Wow, thin coat compared to what I'm used to. Makes sense. It's an animal from a hot climate that lives in a hot climate. Doesn't need a thick coat. Looks like he had just started rubbing off his tips here on his brow tines. Something I didn't know, but these rear tines are called the caudal tine. And I'm guessing this is just the main beam. And they really wanted us to shoot ones where the main beam was a good bit taller than the caudal tine, but I don't think they're going to be too mad. I think everybody's pretty excited that we killed one with archery equipment. I'm tickled, absolutely tickled.
Oh my goodness. He's huge, dude.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you for
sure,
setting this up, dude. What fun.
That's incredible. He's huge. I didn't know he was that big. Look at how big he is, man. He smoked him.
Oh, right.
Good shot, dude.
Right through both shoulders.
That's money. Do you think you hit the bone?
No, I don't think I hit the bone.
Dude, that's as good as it
I
gets.
hit the meat.
Yeah, it's as good as it gets.
No, it's like the Vital V without hitting the bone. And you know what's funny is I was aiming like right there.
So you think he jumped string some?
100%. I watched him.
Yeah.
Again, I was watching that arrow come in. I'm like, it's gonna be low, it's gonna be low, and then right at the end.
Dude, that's cool.
Oh my God.
I mean, a giant deer.
That's a monster. Look at the splits on that thing.
Dude. That caudal's longer than his baby.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, that deer's gonna be
One of the bigger deer we kill all year.
and
Really?
and probably top 25 SCI with a bow.
Yeah.
Really?
If not,
That's
if
a
not higher
giant
than 25.
deer.
I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you, I just don't have any experience.
His fronts
you know?
too. I mean,
I have
it
no
just-
context.
Yeah.
That deer is gonna be he's If he was, if it was a low fence whitetail, you just shot a 200-inch low fence whitetail.
Stop.
I swear to you. I'm not kidding. We see a lot of these. That's the equivalent to that deer, and with a bow.
Man.
You gotta be kidding me. He's
Well,
so
I'm
much,
telling
he's so
you
much
guys-
bigger in person than he is in pictures. Holy freaking smokes.
It's all about the spot, though. I mean, that water hole and that blind, I mean, we're invisible.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you guys set it up.
Mighty, man. That is incredible.
Since joining MeatEater, we've encountered so many people that give high praise to our guy, Janis Putelis. And maybe the best part of this hunt was finding out that old Janis seemed to surpass the expectations that preceded him.
Oh, I was telling you my story about the Michigan elk hunting guide. He used to call these mud veins. And he'd be like, yeah, get them out of there.
No.
And he said, yeah,
he was swindling these guys.
Yeah.
It was nice to show the very cultured Latvian eagle a part of our culture down here in Texas.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me down.
Thanks for coming down, dude.
He's been here before, but after this hunt, I bet he'll be back.